friends, welcome. It is Friday and we have made it through another week. My name is Renee and I'm so excited to be with you here today as I share more poetry. I love April. I love that it's National Poetry Month, and it's always a month that I look forward to every year. It's great to go through my collection of poetry at home and revisit old favorites, as well as explore new poets that I have purchased and found throughout the year prior. So as I've been going through my own poetry and sharing with you this month, it's been really exciting to think about the poems and poets that I wanted to share with you and be really cognizant of the current times that we're in. So today, I'm thrilled to share with you about our Poet Laureate, Joy Harjo, and I'm reading from her How We Became Human collection. And this is new and selected poems from 1975 to 2001. And she, like I said, is our Poet Laureate currently. It was Tracy K. Smith, and then last year Joy Harjo became our new Poet Laureate. And she is an internationally renowned performer and writer of the Muscogee Creek Nation, and she was named our 23rd Poet Laureate. She was born in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and left home to attend high school at the Innovative Institute of American Indian Arts, which at the time when she went was called the Bureau of Indian Affairs School. She began writing poetry as a member of the University of New Mexico's Native Student Organization, the Kiva Club, and that was in response to a Native empowerment movement. So that was kind of how she got into writing poetry as someone younger. She's written 9 books of poetry as well as 2 children's books and numerous other works. She's also a musician, and so she also incorporates that into her poetry readings at times as well. She has won numerous awards for her work throughout her life and really continues to shape the poetry conversation and influence on the poetry world and the world at large. So I'm really excited to be sharing some of her work with you today. I think her voice is incredibly comforting and incredibly beautiful. And so I can't wait to share some of her work. So again, I'm reading from her How We Became Human collection, and I have a few poems today. So the first one that I'm sharing with you is entitled Fire. A woman can't survive by her own breath alone. She must know the voices of mountains. She must recognize the foreverness of blue sky. She must flow with the elusive bodies of night winds who will take her into herself. Look at me. I am not a separate woman. I am the continuance of the blue sky. I am the throat of the mountains, a night wind who burns with every breath she takes. And something I love about her work is it really incorporates the outside world and is incredibly connected with the earth and nature. And so I think part of that goes back to her Native American culture and growing up, you know, in Tulsa, Oklahoma, which is known for its beautiful landscape. And so she really incorporates that imagery into her poetry. And the next one I'm sharing is entitled My House is the Red Earth. My house is the red earth. It could be the center of the world. I've heard New York, Paris, or Tokyo called the center of the world, but I say it is magnificently humble. You could drive by and miss it. Radio waves can obscure it. Words cannot construct it, for there are some sounds left to sacred wordlessness form. For instance, that fool crow picking through trash near the coral understands the center of the world as greasy scraps of fat. Just ask him. He doesn't have to say that the earth has turned scarlet through fierce belief. After centuries of heartbreak and laughter, he perches on the blue bowl of sky and laughs. The next one I have is a shorter one. It's entitled, It is an Honor. It is an honor to walk where all around me stands an earth house made of scarlet, of jet, of ochre, of white shell. It is more than beautiful at the center of the world. The next one I have is entitled Desire. Say I chew desire and water is an explosion of sugar wings in my mouth. Say it tastes of you. Say I could drown because you left for the time it takes a blackbird to understand a pine tree. Say we enter the pine woods at dawn. We never slept, and the only opium we smoked was what became of our mingled breath. Say the stars have never learned to say goodbye. Say all of this is true and more, that there are blackbirds in a heaven of blackbirds. And I just love that line that she has, say the stars have never learned to say goodbye. How beautiful is that? That when we're looking up at the stars at night, that we are seeing the past coming towards us. And I think that's just such a beautiful image. And then the last one I have to share with you is my favorite poem of hers. And so I really wanted to share that with you today so that you could think about it and experience the beautiful imagery in her work. And this one is entitled The Creation Story. I'm not afraid of love or its consequence of light. It's not easy to say this or anything when my entrails dangle between paradise and fear. I am ashamed. I never had the words to carry a friend from her death to the stars correctly, or the words to keep my people safe from drought or gunshot. The stars who were created by words are circling over this house formed of calcium, of blood. This house, in danger of being torn apart by stones of fear. If these words can do anything, if these songs can do anything, I say bless this house with stars. Transfix us with love. So as you think about those poems and think about wherever you are in the world with your family, with yourself, with whatever is going on, I hope that you will just remember those words, transfix us with love. I hope that you'll be kind to yourself and kind to others today. Thank you so much for joining in, and I can't wait to be back next week to share more poetry with you. Bye.